And Brandon, I have to say, you know, when Ilan Omar was sprayed at a recent event with an unknown substance, you said this. Let's take a look.
I saw the video, and it does not look consistent with someone trying to assault another person, which means...
Brandon, you would say the complete opposite if that was a Republican congressman.
That's not true.
So that debate we had then, Brandon, I do think...
Hang on. Officer down.
I actually didn't know what it was.
Brandon, you're implying to the audience that it was proven that it was staged. No, it was proven that there was no chemical in there. It was not a staged event. You may believe that, but there's no evidence that was a staged event. That's all I'm saying.
Use your common sense. Why would a guy stand up and commit a felony to put sugar water on somebody? Don't think, y'all, I got you. You ain't got, it ain't the flex you talking about. It ain't the flex you think it is. Watch me school them on this topic, and then I'm going to expand upon what I'm saying because Piers didn't let me finish. Anyway, before we get there, I want to tell you guys about the Tatum store. I'm still standing. This is one of the coldest shirts we've ever made. They printed this so well. It looks so good. Support Donald Trump there if you like. I don't care if you don't want to. It's up to you. It's your money. 75% off clearance for all the other stuff on there. This is not included. TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Your boy, Piers Morgan, tried to get a gotcha moment. And now I'll say this. I respect Piers Morgan. He's just running a show, right? So he can't kiss my butt every time I come on the show. So he's got to find a way to try to get at me. But it don't happen, and it cannot happen because I don't say things that I don't mean, and I don't say things I haven't evaluated first. I don't just get on TV and try to get clicks and say things that are inflammatory because it'll make you like me. I say things based on truth, and whether you like it or not, depends on whether you can follow me if you like it, and you don't have to follow me if you don't like it. I don't change who I am. The people that like me will follow me. So here's a quick excerpt from a little bit of what I, kind of my presence on the show, a little bit of my statements, and then I'll show you the gotcha moment. And the two stew heads in the middle are like, hey, he got you. It wasn't the flex they thought it was. Wait till you see it. Roll the clip.
My House correspondent dinner. You can understand her rage to describe her as having the glow of an expectant widow when someone has launched an assassination attempt.
Pause
particularly.
When these things are being said, I want you to look at the dumb blonde in the middle, fake blonde. She probably bleached her hair, and she is probably one of the dumbest, most disingenuous people on the internet. And the freaking person that tried to kill Trump retweeted her. I wonder why. And then in a minute, she's going to talk about her living arrangements and her relationship arrangements, and I'm not surprised. All right, roll the clip.
Tasteless. What's your view of it?
Piers, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, these people are crazy and deranged. They push this stuff every day on television, in their articles, and you wonder why people are out here trying to kill President Donald Trump. I put my life on it that he would never say that about any other president, or his career would be over. Imagine him saying it about Michelle Obama, that she's looking like an expected widow. That's the most deranged thing that I ever heard in my life. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. It's distasteful, and it's inappropriate to say, and it's disrespectful to the country. And I don't like Democrats not one bit. But if anybody were to say that, I don't care if you're Republican or not, against a Democrat president, you are wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Now, how is that not facts? But the stew heads in the middle don't agree with that. You just don't do that to the president and the first lady. I don't care if you like them or not. I can't stand Barack Obama and that Bigfoot woman he married to. And she trash. To be quite honest, Obama would have done better without her. That woman is a dead weight to Barack Obama. To be honest, some men in life, they marry the wrong women. I'm telling you, they marry a stew head, which means that they would have been much better of a man. Their expression of who they really are would be exacerbated, but they got a dumb woman at home giving them bad advice. Barack Obama got swag. Barack Obama is cool. He wasn't a great president, but the dumb, slew-footed Bigfoot that he got as a wife on podcast acting like she the prize. Ma'am, nobody would even know you if you weren't married to Barack Obama. And to be honest, it don't look like he really happy with her anyway, to be honest. He's just sticking around because it's cheaper to keep her. I don't know if y'all heard that song before. It's cheaper to keep her. But that slew-footed monster, I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about her. Because you go and you bash Melania and them, somebody say something about Michelle Obama, y'all all crying. Come on, roll the clip.
And Brandon, I have to say, you know, when Ilan Omar was sprayed at a
Here's the
recent
gotcha
event
moment.
with an unknown substance, you said this. Let's take a look.
The bottom line is that I'm looking at this impartially. I don't know what anybody said. I saw the video, and it does not look consistent with someone trying to assault another person, which means I have never in my life seen a person get up, spray something out of syringe at someone's chest. It happened to be nothing, inert, and then she comes after him. You didn't see her back away from him. You didn't see her shy away from him. You didn't see any of that
Brandon,
nature.
you would
and
say,
the guy didn't even resist.
Brandon, you would say, Brandon, you would say the complete opposite if that was a Republican congressman.
That's not true.
So that debate we had then, Brandon, I do think.
Hang on. Officer down.
Hang on.
And look at that. Hold on. And look at that closeted and that single mother over there. Don't think y'all. I got you. You ain't got. It ain't the flex you talking about. It ain't the flex you think it is. Watch me school them on this topic, and then I'm going to expand upon what I'm saying because Piers didn't let me finish. Roll the clip,
please. But Brandon, the point I would make is, as I said then, if it was the other way around, you would say the opposite, and you have. But this happens from everybody. I get loads of people.
No, Piers. Let's talk about it. Where have you seen me say anything to the contrary that about a Republican or not? You never heard it. There is clearly it was fake. Do we not know that was fake? He did not squeeze any type of chemical agent on her. Did he or did he not? It was fake. I knew it was fake when I saw it. What do you mean? You said, when did I know it?
Fake.
Because you can see that it's fake. Listen, I have done investigations. Let me explain. I'll let you talk, young lady. Hold on a second. I have done investigations so many times in my career. I've investigated violent crimes. I've looked at surveillance videos. I've done this media stuff for a very long time. When I watch her mannerisms and behavior, I can tell that it's inconsistent with somebody that's being sprayed by a chemical agent, which she don't know if it's dangerous or not. No one would get sprayed by something and then try to attack the attacker.
But here's my point.
What do we find out, Piers? What do we find out, Piers? What do we find out? I was correct,
Brandon.
I was correct.
Brandon, here's my point. Here's my point.
We didn't find that out. That's
your natural reaction. Wait a minute.
He admitted that it was not. It was like sugar water.
Fine, she didn't know what it was.
Brandon, you're implying to the audience that it was proven that it was staged. No, it was proven that there was no chemical in there. It was not a staged event. You may believe that, but there's no evidence that it was a staged event. That's all I'm saying.
Use your common sense. Why would a guy stand up and commit a felony to put sugar water on somebody?
Because people are often mentally ill.
What is sugar water going to do? Mark him on here. What is sugar water going to do?
I'm answering you. I'm answering you. I have been attacked at events with people who had powder substances. The powder would turn out not to be a chemical. I can assure you I didn't stage it. Sometimes people who are not well do things. Sometimes people do things to intimidate you. Sometimes people do things to create a distraction, as you know, as a security person or as a law enforcement officer who has done security. I'm telling you that just because someone doesn't have a chemical agent with them doesn't mean that the person who was the victim staged it. That's all I'm saying.
It does not. You don't have any evidence that it wasn't staged. I'm giving my perspective based on. Hold on, let me finish. I'm giving my perspective based on what I observed.
You said it was proven.
I didn't just make up.
Right, but you said it was proven that it was staged.
I said it was proven that it was
staged.
I said it was proven that it was sugar water and it wasn't a chemical agent. I said it was proven that it was sugar water, it wasn't a chemical agent, which aligns with what I'm observing when it happened to her. If it was another scenario, because I don't give a flying flip if it's a Republican or a Democrat. If the scenario looked fake, it looked fake. What are we talking about?
A lot of people think Butler looks fake.
Time out. All right, here's a few things. The dumb broad in the middle says, a lot of people think Butler was fake. Y'all seen Ilan Omar. She's looking at the guy in the audience. She's going back and forth. He gets up, and he squirts her with something. He went through the process of putting something in a syringe that was sugar water. And then I'm telling you, we're not stupid. You can tell when people faking stuff. That man spray you with something. He's in the audience. You don't know who he is. He attacks you. And she don't even check to be like, what did he just spray on me? She did this. Like she gonna fight him. She 3 foot tall, 100 pounds with a weight vest on, and she gonna fight this guy. And this guy's unobstructed. Nobody was between her and him, and he sprays her with something and waits to get arrested. He literally leans into the arrest. That looks fake. I saw Mark Lamont Hill get attacked. He was genuinely afraid. Mark Lamont Hill almost peed his pants when he got attacked. That looked real. It looked genuine. And the dumb broad in the middle, and I'm not shocked why she's a single mom, the dumb broad in the middle is saying, people think Butler was a... What deductive reasoning do you have to think Butler was fake? The guy had a gun, set up on a rooftop, took shots, killed somebody. Like, what do you think? And then you think that he killed people and he said, Donald Trump, I'm going to hit him right in the ear with an AR-15 from 200 yards away with no optic on it. I'm going to hit him right in the ear. Like, what part of that sounds fake to you in comparison to Ilan Omar? These people are completely stewheads. Oh, it looked like the thing the other night was fake. The guy had a manifesto that he sent his family. He checked into the hotel, described the lack of security. He had guns, knives, and all kind of stuff. He rushed the checkpoint, shot somebody. And the only thing, because it was 100 agents there, that's the only reason he didn't get to the lobby. Every methodical step that he took was consistent with somebody that needed to breach the checkpoint to get to Donald Trump. How does that sound staged? Versus Ilan Omar's situation. These people are stupid. Roll the clip.
Let me say something. What we're talking about is that in the moment, Ilan Omar...
Watch this. He's going to be speechless. And all of them are going to be speechless. You just watch. Roll it.
I did not know it was fake. Clearly, it was a scary incident involving a public,
How do you know that Ilan Omar? They have not concluded the investigation into what did Ilan Omar know.
So there you go. So you're basically saying it's staged. And here's my point, Brandon.
I'm saying that's what I believe it is.
Well, here's my point. Here's my point. We've all got to move away. Here's my point. We've got to move past the stage where we view every attack on a politician as Jussie Smollett.
No one believes every attack on a politician. Right? I didn't think Pelosi was staged. I didn't think the Pelosi attack was staged. If it looks like it's staged, then I'm going to say this is what it looked like. And I gave an articulable reason why. Her behavior, her mannerisms, the fact that he
but you would never have done. All right, but you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that about a Republican politician.
Where's your evidence that I would have never done that?
I just don't
Show
think.
me an example.
I trust the same gut instinct that you trust yourself.
You don't have any evidence, though. You don't have any evidence to say that I would not hold people accountable if they were Republicans and they fake something.
Oh, do you concede that people have rights to question Butler?
Time out. Where's the evidence? I didn't think Pelosi was fake. I think a lot of people thought it was a lover quarrel. But nobody thought it was fake. He got hit in the head with a hammer, dude, on camera. Like when the cop got there, he banged him in the head, almost killed him. He was in the hospital. Nobody thought that was fake. But you know, when you see Jussie Smollett go out and fake a hate crime, everybody knew that was fake. And you got to be stupid to think that what happened to Jussie Smollett was real. Bubba Wallace, he saw a noose in NASCAR. Everybody knew that was fake. So when Ilan Omar does a fake stunt, everybody can see it's fake. Piers Morgan has no evidence. Nobody has any evidence that there was a situation that happened with a Republican, and majority of the people have articulable reasons why they think it's fake. And I go, no, it ain't fake because it's a Republican. No evidence. Piers just say, I feel like. That's what he said. I just feel like you wouldn't. Well, you don't have no evidence that I wouldn't do that. I just gave a reason. I didn't think Nancy Pelosi was fake, and that was a Democrat. I didn't think Mark Lamont Hill was fake. I saw the wuss in his eyes when that dude attacked him. I didn't think that was fake. That wasn't a gotcha moment you thought it was. Finish the clip.
I think we should agree.
What?
I think we should
have
agree
a right to question Butler?
I think we should. Let me make my point. We should agree.
All right.
We should agree.
He just goes on to say we should agree that nobody should think that stuff is fake. You can think it's fake if it looks fake. Crazy. All right, here's just, I want to play the clip of Mark Lamont Hill just to show you how stupid and deranged he is. And then I'm going to show a clip of that single mama on there. And nothing against the real single mamas that's out there grinding and taking care of your business. But it's a bunch of dirtbag ones out there, and that girl is one of them. And I'm not surprised. I literally, when she say, I'm a mother of two, and she said, a single mother to, I said, just the fact that she said single mother to tell you everything you need to know. Ain't nobody need to know you a single mother. You act like you dudes ain't running through your house. Just cause you ain't in a relationship don't mean you ain't got guys around. I bet you dudes are in a house, got in the 3-point stands while our kids taking a nap. She looked like that type of woman. Put it up, put something on something. Show your phone, girl, and see what them DMs you getting and text messages you getting. Come on, I bet $1,000 dudes that came through the crib. All right, that's what I thought. All right, come on.
First to the Jimmy Kimmel point, I was one of the people that thought the joke was funny. I like dark humor. If that joke had been made after the shooting, I think it would be unacceptable. I think it would be in bad taste, and I would understand why Melania Trump would be calling for Jimmy Kimmel's head or for his job, to be specific.
But Mark, it is after shooting.
How many more shootings do we need?
It's after two other.
How many more shootings do we want?
After a shooting attempt on his life.
How many more dead conservatives
He almost got killed.
Okay.
Now, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy from Mark Lamont Hill. He go, if it was after shooting, it'll be distasteful. Well, somebody did already shoot Trump. And people have tried to kill him multiple times. Like, that's why the joke didn't land. Mark Lamont Hill is a hypocrite. All right, put the dummy on there real quick. I want to play her. She gonna try to fake cry. She'll try to fake cry to put a little anecdotal scenario in there and fake cry. Roll the clip.
Yes, I just wanted to say a couple of things. Donald Trump has pardoned and or commuted the sentences of 1,600 plus people who attacked our Capitol on January 6th. They're looking to vacate the criminal convictions of the people who
people who attacked it. No, they did. 99.9% of the people in there walking around. Not one politician got hurt. Not one person tried to hurt a politician when they were in the Capitol building. Not one police officer got attacked and or hurt in the Capitol building. But they attacked our Capitol, standing right next to Capitol Police. Capitol Police stood aside to let Ashley Babbitt climb over the thing. And then a dummy shot her in the neck. He should have went to jail over that. All right, let the fool finish. Roll it.
Coordinated that attack. But as a personal anecdotal story here, Donald Trump made jokes about Paul Pelosi's attack. Donald Trump has repeatedly made jokes about Paul Pelosi's attack.
Here you go.
I'm a mom of two. I'm a single mom of two. About a couple of months after Paul Pelosi's attack, in conjunction with one of Donald Trump's jokes, I got a series of text messages with pictures of my home. And then in short order, I got a phone call from someone who sounded like they were in the car and said to me, "We know you're home. We know your kids are home. We are going to Paul Pelosi you next." That was on the heels of a joke that Donald Trump had made about Paul Pelosi. So please spare me.
All right, time out. A joke that Donald Trump made about Paul Pelosi. He didn't make a joke insinuating that he should be killed, that he's going to be killed, or any of that stuff. And how does Paul Pelosi associate with you? Nobody. We're talking about the president and the first lady. We're not talking about some Instagram single mother that's out here trying to play victim. Somebody called me on the phone. Like this is the thing that I question. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I question what she said. Because a lot of times these people create scenarios to play victim in order for them to win an argument. Because she's claiming that somebody called on the phone. Like, you're saying somebody randomly got your phone number and called you while you were at home with your kids by yourself, randomly. And you answered and you talked to him. And you talked to him enough where you allegedly got afraid. She claims she made a report. I would like to see the report. If you made a report, I'll shut up. But did you make a report? Did this really happen? Did they call you blocked? Or did they call you with a phone number? What did they say to you? Give me the full story, not just the one that make you sound like a victim. What else they say to you? I'm going to Paul Pelosi you next time. And they sound like they were in a car. You were listening to them. You were on the phone talking to them that long where you could tell they're in the car and they said that to you. These people sometimes they be making up stuff. All right, that's enough.